Yeah, I know. Ain't nobody doing legendary today. Um, yeah, it's yeah. Anyway, that kind of wasn't fun. Um, being there for that one. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and break down this game. But like, yeah, I'm pissed. I got a new song, and we all know how Jason loves my songs. Um, I got a new song and shit, and I'm pissed about the individual game because I hate losing to these motherfuckers, especially that, bro. Like they acted like they won the fucking Super Bowl, all six of them. Um, but fucking, this is not really affecting how I'm looking at the season and everything. And I'm pretty sure Jason probably feels the same way. Um, so we're gonna go ahead and break down this game, talk through it and everything, and get you ready for Niners Cardinals. And moving on for the rest of the season because we still got 7 weeks left, baby. All right, we're gonna go ahead and pay some bills, come back, do the intro, and we'll get it cracking. Ladies and gentlemen, faith of all ages. Uh, hold on. I thought I changed this, but apparently I didn't. Ladies and gentlemen, faith of all ages. Let's get the show cracking.
Weiss has just set a Super Bowl record with 12 catches. He's in motion. Montana. Touchdown, John Taylor.
You're tuned in to Niner Faithful Radio, the show hosted for the faithful, by the faithful.
Oh damn! I totally slacking in my Mac and didn't even bring in the captain. What's cracking, Captain?
Hello for faithful. How's everybody going?
That shit really wasn't that fun, bro.
Hey, I mean, what did you expect? I mean, we got diminishing returns on everything at this point.
Honestly, I kind of expected it to go like the second half.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, what it was an 8-point game, basically a 16-point game, and then we got a garbage time touchdown.
Yeah.
What's up, Kenny? How you doing, bro?
What up, Kenny? How you doing, brother?
First of all, I still want to play this.
Same old sorry ass man. So long.
Just because it's like, hey, brother, they got really mad though, bro. Because I was like, hey, where the fuck were y'all at in 2015? Y'all niggas were Charger fans in 2015. Fuck out of here. Fucking hell shit. I was like, I was like, and we were walking out of the stadium. I was like, hey, let's give them credit, y'all. The whole fan base showed up here today. All 6 of y'all. And I was like, just fucking talking hell shit, bro. Because they were doing that. Whose house? I was like, seriously, bruh? Seriously, in a sea of red?
It's like, look, you got some people there. Credit, they got some people there in the stadium. You saw some blue. But we're talking about, like, we've come to your house and there was nothing but red there. Like people have
bro, y'all had to go on a silent count. Like, think about that. Imagine that, Jason. Like imagine having to go and your quarterback's wife, the week of the NFC Championship game, you're having to restrict where people buy tickets because the NFL and Ticketmaster are like, your stadium's gonna get taken over.
Not like it was, not like it's going to. It's being taken over. Like it's already been done.
I'm sorry, bro. Like I'll give it credit. I didn't see a lot of, like I forget what I think it might have been the Cardinals game. I didn't see a lot of like people with Niner jerseys, but Dodger hats. It seemed like a very like a Bay SoCal divide kind of thing,
Yeah.
But I'm not stupid. Of course, there are people who from LA that are season ticket holders or were there at that game. I'm not stupid enough. I just didn't see it. But I mean, truthfully, I saw more of your hats than I did of fucking Dodger hats, which I love personally. You know what I'm saying? And I only saw like 3 people that had your hat. But look, how I felt about going to that game is that's the first time this year that I've kind of felt disheartened. Like I kind of felt like the first half. The second, like, yeah, of course, I had the attitude. Like I remember the first of a few times I got talked to by security on Sunday. I was coming out from the bathroom and I was like, man, the motherfuckers forgot it's a 4-quarter game. Like I was like, y'all ready to count the dub after the first quarter. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's what they do.
I mean, and okay, fine. But I'm just like, damn, like y'all ain't learned your lesson. Like the Niners ain't never came back. Like y'all didn't see the NFC Championship game. In some ways, that shit looked worse than the game on Sunday.
Honestly, we don't act so stupid on that opening drive to open the third quarter.
Yeah.
We're within striking distance. You know what I mean? It's like you guys dominated literally everything for the first 2 quarters, and you weren't that far ahead. Like you could have easily you could have put it away in the damn near the second quarter, and you couldn't.
Yeah. If they score on those 2 drives in the first half and make it 28-0, 35-0, yeah, this game's over. Yeah. Realistically, if we just had something, Jason, like something on defense, we just had if we had Fred, if we had both, like if we just had one of our, what Eric Davis likes to call damn dudes, if we just had like
somebody,
a difference maker, somebody that, like I remember yet again, I remember that first preseason game I talked about it. But this was the first time of the regular season. I'm watching this hype video and I'm like, dude, how many of these motherfuckers are going to be on the field on today? You know what I'm saying? Like you're showing this hype video and Kildercorn and CMC. That's about it. There's something to show like
from last week.
Yeah. Do you know how?
And there's nobody there.
Like, I mean, do you have you know how like sometimes they'll show like when it's like third down or whatever, they'll show the players like pumping up the crowd on the scoreboard and everything like that. Bro, they were having to use like Chase Lucas. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
as like the like get up, get up. And I'm just like, damn, bro. If we just had, because Juwan doesn't fumble. And I think that's like, there's a narrative that like by the Yams fans that the faithful abandon our team or whatever like that.
Yeah.
Even at 21-0, bruh, I saw the whole lower bowl standing up on third down. Like that's the one thing I was actually one of the things I was proudest of this game is, yeah, it got empty basically when they went their last touchdown. It started to empty out pretty damn quick. When you knew it was done, it started to empty out pretty damn quick after that. But you know what kind of made it disheartening, Tommy? Was Eric Wright was the honorary captain this game, right? And it kind of felt like a little bit like Eric Wright's kind of the forgotten member of the Niners that have 4 rings. You know, everybody knows Joe, everybody knows Ronnie, everybody knows Keena Turner. But Eric Wright's one of the ones that Mike Wilson and Eric Wright are the kind of the ones that are forgotten. And everybody knows Jesse Sapolo. He's the only one that weren't the first four. That's why I think everybody remembers Jesse Sapolo, because he was the only one that got four, but was a part of the fifth one, because he wasn't there. He wasn't there for the first one. Anyway, but he's still like, when you having an honorary captain of a four-time Super Bowl champion as your four-time captain, I mean, that man has more rings than most franchises have, you know? Like, so like that's kind of a little bit of Niner royalty in the building. And he talked about on the pregame show on KMBR, he talked about there are certain teams you just don't let come into your house and kind of smack you around. Like, there's just certain teams that you don't allow to come in your house and beat you. Yeah. And he goes, this is one of those teams. And that was a little bit embarrassing, but I think your first words, Jason, and I'll let you give your thoughts. Your first words described it the best. I mean, what did you expect?
Yeah, I mean, at some point, there's not much. I mean, we need something, but we don't have a quote unquote superstar. You know, we paid a ton of money to Donnie, that's a ton of money, but Demo got paid. Demo still has not risen to the point to where I would call him a superstar. Rising, yes, but I still would not call him, a bona fide tier 1 superstar. No. I would not call him that. So we don't have that one person on any level that is just, just a bona fide 100%.
A damn dude.
Yeah, a damn dude. Whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it's just we don't have that right now. We have a bunch of guys, and some of them are good pieces. Like I like Clelin Ferrell. When we get Bryce Huff back, we have a good. I like his play, but again on defense, we have nobody that just moves. When you look at this defense, what quarterback? Who does quarterbacks go? Hey, 52. Bobby Wagner, Richard Sherman. Yeah. There's nobody there for them to look at and be like, hey, we need to find this player every single play because he is the one player that can do anything and be everywhere. And so we don't have that right now. And it's just a lack of talent. We've got a few people who maybe could turn into something like that. But again, like I said, Demo is the closest one we got. Both of us, we have been big Demo fans from the jump. And again, he hasn't made it yet.
Keep on saying getting the two folks out there, man. I mean,
yeah.
Okay,
again,
so Tommy, okay. I'm gonna get to you, MDs, because I actually think you might bring up a legit point. Okay, Tommy, I'm with you here, bruh. I'm with you here. But for who? For who?
Few winners. He's been playing like shit the last few weeks. Move him.
No, but I'm just saying, who are we benching Gifford for? Who are we bringing on to replace him?
Nick Martin.
Okay. You know what? Okay, now getting to this. This is the one I'm interested in. I say yes. Unless he wants something crazy. Because, look, I wasn't as high on Renardo Green as everybody was last year. I understand price-wise, and I understand the resetting of this roster, and of course, the personal reasons why Charvarius did not want to come back. Like, I fully understand everything in this, but I think
it goes way beyond football.
Yeah, look, minus that, I think we were too quick to let him walk. I think we were.
We weren't changing his mind. I'm sorry. I don't think there was any amount of money we could put at him.
Minus the personal tragedy, I get it. It was simply, and I understand that. I think, look, which I still will back. I still will back the Niners, and ultimately, look, like Our hearts were in it. I was at that Yams game last year when he came back, but the Niners made the right decision letting Dre Greenlaw go.
Yeah.
Just because everybody said, well, I mean, the Niners could use him. Yeah, now, yeah, but tell me, okay, so let it be this. This is the year where we lose Fred Warner, Mr. Iron Man, Mr. He doesn't. The only plays he missed of his career before last year were when fucking Russell Wilson's bitch ass threw his shoe.
Yeah.
That was literally the only snaps Fred Warner missed his whole career.
And if he didn't have to have a shoe on, I bet you he would have played. Like, you know,
I bet
like,
you he would
obviously
have.
they're going to force you off to get the field.
Yeah, they have
but
to.
yeah, like, yeah. So I mean, but if they had let him play without a shoe, he would have. Guaranteed.
He
There was
admitted
that.
it. He admitted it. He admitted it. Which, you know what, bro? Like, look, this is the one thing where I think we do have to remove ourselves as fans, and I know it's difficult to do. Like, you know, we're fanalists, bro. We're fans first, and analysis, you know, analysts second. I'm not putting 1,000% out, putting my life on the line. Like, if anybody needs an example on why you hold out, on why you try to get the max amount of money, we just need to point no further than Brandon Ayuk.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, it's irritating to us because as faithful, we get shafted. But let's you know, I mean, even listening to Eric Wright talk, look, love the man. Me and Eric Wright have the same barber. You know, I personally have had many football conversations with Eric Wright. Cool dude. But you could tell, like, the concussions is starting to catch up to him and everything like that. And I just see it, bro. So anyway, I'm
Well,
with
here's
it.
this. Before we close,
Yeah,
are these guys not allowed to have feelings every once in a while?
of
They
course.
all we get mad when they don't feel good. We get mad when they're hurt. We get mad. Have everybody here in this chat who's ever watched us, me and you, have you ever just been a bitch for a day or two? Or kind of a, you know, situation? We've
Yeah.
all been there. So he was a bitch to start the season, and it took him a while to get his head on straight. What is wrong with that? Every single person I know, man or woman, maybe it's just because it's a guy thing. We're not supposed to be bitches every once in a while. Every
I
guy I
get it.
know has gone through a phase where you've been a little bitch. So he was a little bitch and got in his feelings a little bit because he was butthurt, and you know, but he figured his shit out, and he's, you know, as strong as he could, he finished. You know what I mean? So I mean, why are we knocking a person basically being human? You know,
PJ West was active yesterday, made a play or two. I don't know. I just now
you
okay. So
can't
we've
bench those
kind of
guys.
we've analyzed it, Jason. We were in our feelings. You know, okay. So y'all know I love soccer and everything. Okay, so there's a song, and you know my Catholic ancestors and the Pope and everybody, all my Irish ancestors will have to forgive me for singing this song. But there's a song that Rangers, which is the football team the soccer team that Jed bought, they have a song that says, "When I was young, I had no sense. I bought a flute for 50 pence. The only thing that I could play was fuck the Pope and the IRA." Right? Because they're extreme fucking anti-Catholics, bro. Like it's bad. Like like they are like they yeah, it's bad. So anyway, I made up one that says, "When I was young, I had no sense. I bought a flute for 50 cents. The only thing that I could play was fuck the yams and Sean McVay." I'm so gonna sing that next year when we play them, bruh. Or when we
Not
play them this
again.
year to play. Hey, because there are a lot of them walking out. We're like, "Oh, we'll be back here. We'll be back." I was like, "It ain't finna be for the Super Bowl, so y'all better get ready to get your ass whooped because it's gonna be against us." And Fred Warner's coming back. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Bam Bam's coming back. I just don't take this from me, bro. Don't take it from me. I'm not wavering on this.
Maybe if the Super Bowl was played in like April, maybe we might have a chance.
You know, somebody I was talking
Right
to
before the
somebody about it.
draft.
Hey, I was talking to somebody about it, and it's Rangers Football Club FC. Glasgow, Scotland.
Does it count if I'm anti-religious in general?
No, that's not anti-Catholic, bro. That's just
I
anti-religious.
mean, I hate all of them.
It's
And
like
I
it's
think
like
they're
the
all
people who
common.
say I'm not racist. I hate everybody. That's not a racist. You know.
No, like I hate all
But
religions.
I guess you could say that's a racist. That's not a supremacist. There's a difference between racist and supremacist. Anyway,
True.
So, so it sucks, but I think moving on to the rest of the season, we're not playing the Yams, who might be the best team in the NFC as right now. You know, might be at least the hottest team in the NFC,
It's them or
and the
Seattle.
hottest offense. Yeah, them or Seattle. We're not going to play the Yams every week.
I do want to say I tried telling everybody a couple years ago that, especially this last offseason, that the Seahawks draft picks were fucking scary. Tried telling you guys
They
they
draft,
had some damn
bruh.
good drafts. Their last two
That's the
drafts
thing
have been
about
amazing.
them is they draft their asses off. They draft their asses off.
I didn't say
You know,
what's up, Mr. Thomas, and what's up, MDs. I did not say what's up to you guys. You guys came in. Thank you for showing up.
thank you. Appreciate it, bro. We like you too. I was baptized Irish Catholic. So anyway, what solves everything, Kenny? Please. Broccoli and cheese soup. Fucking A. And it is pretty fire though. You know,
It's
actually,
not my favorite soup, but it is a good one.
Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? You know what? I don't have a spoon. I'm gonna see if I can find a spoon. I'm gonna go to 7-Eleven, get some ice cream after the show. And then I'm gonna eat ice cream and then I'm gonna smoke my joint after. Hey, that sounds like a bomb ass day. Anyway, so I mean, I think that's a good thing moving on to the rest of the season. I think what we saw how probably our season's gonna end. In the sense of I think that we're going to we'll make the playoffs. You know, I think that we'll even win a home playoff game just because I believe Kyle's I mean, fuck, he's creeping up there in Niner history and win percentage. I mean, for as rough as it started, bruh, Kyle's starting to pop up with some impressive statistics with as far as wins and things in playoffs and all those type of things in Niner history. Cause I mean, he's starting to approach Bill.
This team wins the rest of the season because this offense has got to put up 30 points a game. It's at least 25 to 30 points a game, and the defense needs to make at least 1 to 2 good stops every game. You know, the defense needs to get a stop. Trap them down below the 30-yard line, which we did do. So it's there.
I think the problem, I was just going to agree with you, Jason, is the problem is you see in the second half, right? Well, okay, I'll put it to you this way. Where I think that not where we lost this game, and we'll do the turning point of the game in a second. It's the defense goes out there, Yams go down the field 7-0. It was the offense going 3 and out.
Mm-hmm.
Like that can't happen, you know, and everything like that. And so then the defense figures it out, gets those 2 stops towards the second half.
Mm-hmm.
We just score one of those. We need to go into the locker room down 14-7, or I'm sorry, I'm 21-14.
Mm-hmm.
Either that or we can't go 3 and out to start the we got to score at least a field goal. I don't know what Kyle's obsession was to attacking the edges this game. That CMC 4th and 1, the I'm not a strategy, scheme guy or anything like that, but I don't understand why we were running CMC wide this game. With their D line just
why the fuck did we run it wide on 4th and 1?
That's exactly the play I'm talking about.
Dude, I was screaming. Like, I'm sure we all were, but Jesus, you have Mac Jones and just any quarterback. You have half a yard.
Half a yard.
Go for it. Run. And if you don't want to run Mac because he's halfway beat to shit, you have this
Give it
great
to
guy
Juice.
named Brian Robinson.
Yeah,
no,
Brian.
don't give him the Juice. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Juice fails way too many times on that shit. Juice can block that. Juice does not get the rock in those situations. Sorry, you don't give it to
You
Juice.
know what? I will say, Juice's ball carrying skills have disappointed me the last couple of years.
Yeah, great, still great as a receiver, but his ball,
Yeah.
You know, getting the hands off. It's just, but yeah, Brian Robinson, give it to Garendo before you fucking, you know, do a wide run. That was no for me.
You know what? I'll go ahead and look that up, Jason. I'm curious about that too. I know that we're okay in September. It's mostly, really honest. I think Kyle's best month. I know the Niners put out the thing. I'll look it up, or Jason's looking it up right now. No, Jason will look it up, Kenny.
I'm trying to find it.
But also take out 2017, 2018, bro.
No, we're gonna might as well get everything.
Okay, well, then.
In the month of October from 2017 to the right now, he is 11-16.
But you got to figure first couple years, he's probably and horrible. Okay. Like, Jake Brendel caught Kyle doing something that he shouldn't have been doing with somebody he shouldn't have been doing it with. Because how the fuck Jake Brendel is starting in front of Matt Hennessy? Like, I don't need to see Chapman's rant. I don't need to see Chapman's rants on, like, because Chapman is
Chapman has given him the treatment of that I think is a great way to do it. We are no longer saying his name. He is number 64. Yeah. Like, that's how bad it's got. Like, we're not going to get mad at it. We don't care anymore. We're just not going to say the man's name. He is henceforth now and forever known as 64. And I was like, all right, Chap, you got that one. It's like, we can only talk about this so much. We know it's not going to change. Why the fuck are we still talking about it? It's a fucking waste of breath at this point. It really is.
Hey, so you know what? I just had to say this real quick. You know what my batting percentage is at right now? 49. Anyway, I just had to say that real quick. So, yes, he was. I don't understand why the offensive line, which, you know what, is that which played well in New York, right? Against their D. New York's D line's legit, Jason.
Yeah. Well, they have legit players.
Was it the offensive line, or is it the Yams might have one of the best D lines in football, bro?
Well, we were fine against the pass. We just couldn't run shit until, you know, especially, funny, we kind of rushed pretty damn good, Brian Robinson. Do you think CMC's a little fucking tired from getting 1,000 carries every fucking week?
I mean,
just a random idea.
They have 90% of our offense through 10 games. That guy. You mean the guy who leads the NFL in touches? He's a little tired.
Like, it's not even close. Like, he's tired. 10 weeks.
God.
Fucking great. Who would have fucking thought?
Like, fucking CMC's played like 3 years worth of touches in fucking 10 games, bro. Like, of course he's worn out. Like, bruh, he literally tried to take himself out of the game, and Kyle's like, go back in.
I saw this. There was somebody put together like a little cartoon thing. They were like, Coach, they're like, Kyle, we have another wide receiver going down. And Kyle stands there. It's okay. And you see like this soul like fly through the air, and it goes into CMC, and he's like, and he's powering back up. I'm like, you know, it kind of feels like that. Like, you know, we're sacrificing, you know, random players, you know, during the season just to keep CMC going.
Oh my God. It's like the infinity, you know, a sacrifice, you know, the end game shit where he has to sacrifice his daughter. That's what Kyle has to do for CMC. But I mean, am I? Yeah, I mean, look, Jed's like, I'm getting my money's worth. That's probably what Jed's fucking thinking.
I All right, so right now CMC's got 249. Jonathan Taylor, who's just fucking playing his nuts off. If you've got him in fantasy football, congratulations on your winning everything. 249, 219, and then 192 for his number 3. So I mean, there's a huge drop off. I mean, we're just used. He's gonna fucking hit 7. He's gonna get 600 fucking touches this piece, man.
Like, does he get 1,000? Just simply.
No, he won't get it rushing. He's not. He's on.
No, I don't think he's gonna get 1,000 rushing. Because I was thinking, like, dude, if he's gonna just get simply fucking 600, 700 carry touches this year, like, 300 carries, 350, 350, fucking A.
McGlinchey
well, I mean, my tripping
Jason. That's fucking great.
Yeah. What McGlinchey would be a better.
Yeah, that's fucking great, Tommy. That's a good one.
Fucking A. I mean, my tripping, Jason. Like, I really don't feel the season's over, and I honestly, like, yeah, we literally need some help now because let's be real, they're basically a game and a half above us now, and we don't hold the tiebreaker anymore with the Yams. But I still think the division's up for grabs. We'll need some help, obviously, but
just real quick, I might be wrong on that whole CMC thing. He's got 692 yards receiving, but he has 626 yards rushing. It's more than I thought he would, to be honest with you. And we got 7 games left.
So, okay, so you say he has how much?
He's got 692 yards receiving. So he needs 308 yards.
He's getting 1,000.
Yeah. And then he has 626 yards rushing. I didn't think he had that
74. That's 374.
That's not a bad. Like I said, I didn't think he had that many, to be honest.
374 over 7 games. Nah, it still might be tough because that's.
I'll still might be tough. 374 divided by
7.
It's only 50 fucking. It's 54 yards a game rushing.
Oh, he's gonna get 1,000. He's really legitly gonna get 1,000 this year.
I thought he was only like 500 yards rushing. I thought it was a lot lower than that. Honestly, I hadn't looked up what his totals were in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, CMC is gonna get 1,000 just off his simple. If he stays healthy, knock on wood. Everybody knock on everything you possibly need to knock on.
But his average is still gonna be like 3.1 yards a rush. He's gonna do it on like 9,700 fucking carries, kind of thing.
That's why he's gonna get it, Jason.
Yeah, it's gonna be volume.
How many touches he gets? It's like, dude, if you get 300 touches and you average 300 yards, you know what I'm saying, or 3 yards a touch. What's cracking, media?
Yes, Seattle and the Rams still play each other twice, and I think this week is one of those weeks. They play this week and then again,
and then they play somebody else, and then I think they play each other again. I think they play each other both times within the next 3 weeks. If I'm not mistaken,
it's real quick.
Yeah, it's real quick.
Angel, how you doing, brother? Thanks for coming. Shut up, man.
He said media.
Media, are you off the IR?
Yeah, are you after IR, bro? We might need you out there.
You're injured now.
Hey, you know what? I don't know. Like at this point, fucking media is healthier than fucking Jacob Counting.
I was like, media's closer to taking a snap than Jacob Counting is. He no longer has tissues. Window open. Hold on, is this like you're going to have it open this week, next week, or is it going to be his practice windows open BA style, which is like it's open between now and the end of the season at some point?
Yeah, for real. It'll be opened. Wait, he is expected. That's the clear word, is expected. Yeah, I don't understand. Yeah, I'm with you, MDs.
No, yeah, it's definitely.
Like, I'm totally with you. Like, I was just, I saw it, and I was like, bro, what the? As soon as I saw him, like CMC start to, like he wasn't like faking and cutting back inside. Like he was legitly going outside. I was like, oh, this ain't gonna work. I was like, there's D lines way too fast for this to work. PA style. So, Yeah, I'm with you, MDs. But yeah, I mean,
Look, before they got their asses beat by Seattle, and that's debatable because they almost you take away DeMarcus Lawrence's 2 touchdowns, and that game's looks completely different. Before then, Arizona had 5 losses by a total of 13 points.
hold on. I want to get to Media's question. I want to answer Tommy. Yeah, I mean,
And they're
look,
better
that
without
game was
Kyler.
sneaky close. That game was sneaky close too. Arizona's that team for us, bruh. That team that should have
Yeah.
no business. Like I'm curious to really see what Kyle's record is against them. Because I know we swept them in 2019, but remember that was a Halloween game that wasn't it? Didn't like KB make a touchdown at the last minute or something like that to win the one in Arizona on Halloween on Thursday?
In the regular season, he's 7-0.
Against Arizona?
That's not right. That can't be right.
No, that's not right.
No, but that's what ChatGPT just pulled up. That's why I was like, wait, I read like 7-0. I know
Yeah,
we've
that's
lost.
bullshit. Because I was there when we lost to Colt McCoy in 21. We lost to him. We lost to him last year.
At least 3 or 4 times that I can think of, but I don't know why. Yeah,
they swept us last year. No, Arizona. Arizona. Look, that's. I want to say, like, look. You know, honestly, I think we might be better if Kyler plays. Honestly.
Yeah, I'm more. They've played better with Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah, like that's what everybody says. We split in 2020, swept them in 21, swept them in 22. No, they swept us in swept by them in 21, swept them in 22 and 23, and swept by them last year. Yeah, we swept them in 19. Yeah, I know that. They swept us in 18, I want to say. And I think they swept us in 17 too. So like Arizona's been that sneaky team for us, bruh. Like kind of almost like, well, we've dominated the Yams majority of our histories, but like I remember the one year, like it was 2004, I want to say it was, where our only it was 2004 because it was the year that got us 7-7. Now, realistically, Kyle Shanahan, who you and I both is a good coach, right? We have our issues with him, Jason, but I believe like he is a good coach. Yeah. Should Kyle Shanahan have a 7-7 record against the Arizona Cardinals? No.
Everybody has a weakness. I mean, say what you no matter what.
Seems like the record we should have against the Yams. Like we should be more likely 7-7.
The Rams are what we are like. What the the Cardinals are what the Rams were underneath Jeff Fisher. Jeff Fisher kept his job for 10 fucking years because the only thing he could do as the Rams head coach was beat the Seahawks when they had the Legion of Doom and everything else.
Yep.
He'd go 5-12, but two of those wins would be against the Seahawks. And they're like, look, they're the best team in the NFL. We can do it. We just got to rebuild. We need one more player. That's basically what the Cardinals are to us. Just for whatever reason, we can't beat them.
You know what? Maybe that's the sacrifice we had to make for them to take Kyler over Bosa. And it's just like, look, we'll take Bosa. Y'all can have some random wins. You can sweep us random years or whatever, and we'll just take Bosa. Maybe that's just the sacrifice we had to make. I don't know. Like, because we lose to Arizona, that's when I'm going to start getting a little worried. Because I still think we're at that place where it's like, dude, you beat the teams you beat. And we said it. Like, I feel that we can't allow our emotions. And this is what I think is why we're good at what we do, Jason. Is because we're fans, we're passionate, we get in our feelings or, whatever over this football team, But, like, we don't allow our emotions. We generally take a longer view, and we don't allow our emotions to take the roller coaster. So I can't say, hey, we go 500. I think we're a playoff team. And then 1 week later, just simply because we lost to the Yams, be like, oh, no, fuck that. Everything's out the window. No, I still have to believe you go 500. You're 10-7, and that should be a playoff team.
You can go 10-7, but your losses have to come against the AFC teams. You have to get. I would say we minimum have to win at least one more divisional game to have a chance. Like two, I mean, we at least have to win one more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then we lose the rest of the games in the division, and then we lose the AFC teams. We win we sweep the rest of the ones in the NFC. We make the playoffs.
Yeah, because so what? You're talking about going 9-3 in the conference? Yeah, 9-3 in the conference, and still 4-2 in the division. Yeah. I don't see, like, honestly, that might be enough to get us a division.
Maybe.
If you say the Niners, if the Niners go, because okay, so you say the Yams and Shecock split, and Arizona sweeps the Shecock and splits with the Yams.
Yeah.
Just on some fluke shit. On some, like, hey, it's a divisional game. Like, we had no business beating them in SoFi. In Levi South, we had no business beating them there. So, like, fluke shit happens in division games all the time. But yeah, I still believe everything's on the table. Now you drop Arizona, that's when I start getting a little nervous about the division. Like, I don't want to say over. What?
That's when my butt starts puckering.
Yeah, that's when my butt starts puckering, because then that starts to be a game like, okay, you're dropping an NFC opponent, you're dropping a divisional opponent, and you're dropping an opponent that you should beat, because now you got to get a game. This is what I'm trying to avoid. I'm trying to avoid the Niners having to win that game in Indy.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get us to have to avoid losing that game, winning that game in Cleveland.
Cleveland, we're not good in Cleveland. The Cleveland game really scares me.
It's Schwartz, bro. What did I say when we lost to him in 2023? What did I say, Jason? Schwartz owns Shanahan. Ownage is ownage. Shanahan owns McVay. He owns McFleur. He owns all his minions. Yeah, well, there's some things that sometimes the owned get ownaged. You feel me?
I'm even more scared of Jonathan Taylor in this fucking run defense.
My boy had brought it up, and he's not a Niner fan. He's a football fan. You feel me? So he doesn't necessarily have a team. Like, he more has players. Like, hey, I enjoy watching this team because he's the type will be like, I enjoy watching the Chiefs because of Patrick Mahomes. Like, he's a beast, Anyway, he was telling me, he pulled up a stat, and there's like a 4-point difference with, it was like Schultz, Flores. Flores is the one with Minnesota, right? Yeah, yes. It was Flores. The one that, Flores. Why can't I think of the one in Kansas City?
Spagnuolo.
Why can't I? Spagnuolo. Well, I don't know why I could, but it was like the ones that were like, the elite coordinators, and there's something like a 4-point difference between when Shanahan faces an elite D coordinator versus a scrub. So he's a very like, Shanahan beats up on bad coordinators. You feel me? But when he faces a elite defensive coordinator, like somebody who's his equivalent on the defensive side, he struggles. And that's just something he brought that to my attention. And I was like, okay, good. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, basically that's basically what my boy was saying. Is basically good DC's own Kyle. So, and also a point that he brought up to me too is, as the Shanahan tree grows, the McVay, the Shanahans, as his coaches start to get coaching and more teams are running this offense, which means D coordinators are learning to stop it better. So anyway, the Cardinals have lost games at very small margin.
Yeah, they lost before Seattle. They lost 5 games by 13 points.
Yeah, you know what's funny? How is it that I'm homeless, but I got better Wi-Fi right here in a hotel than I did when I wasn't? Like that's crazy to think about. So yeah. Anyway, it was me that said that because I talk about it. Could have been you. It could have been you, bro. That it wasn't you that brought that to my attention. It was my boy Charles. But yeah, you talk about it all the time. Anyway, so Jason, overall, I mean, how are you feeling, bro? I'm still feeling good. I mean, fuck LA, but
I'm not happy nor sad. I'm just coming to the realization that specific things have to happen every game for us to win. The offense has to, and I know there's always, you can say that pretty much about every game and how every situation, but it's even more specific and it has to be the defense. We don't have the horses back there. We don't have the damn dudes.
Yeah, the damn dudes.
We don't have them. We have a few on offense that can still do some, shit. We don't have that on defense. We are asking our talented rookie class and the young players in general. Like, the defense is not going to be good all the time, if ever, kind of a thing. We're asking you to make a few plays every game. Just make a few big plays, and then you hope the offense scores 30 points a game. I mean, we can't rely on the defense to hold somebody to, 14 points. 13,
yeah, no, this isn't the defense from the earlier this season. No, this isn't. Yeah, no, that's unrealistic expectations.
And if Robert Saleh plays soft defense one more goddamn time, like, come on, dude, how can you not? They threw that fucking 13 package at us over and over. You made no adjustments. None.
That's oh fucking A, bro.
What's up, McNair? How you doing, brother?
I played it earlier, but I'll always play it with you because I mean, look, read the shirt, y'all.
Sorry ass man. So long.
I mean, we were still chanting "Beat LA" walking out that stadium. Like, bro, I taught so much shit. Hold on, David, you didn't hear my song earlier.
Oh God.
When I was young, I had no sense. I bought a flute for 50 cents. The only thing that I could play was "Fuck the Yams" and Sean McVay. Anyway,
that might actually be worse than the Jimmy song, honestly. Which says a lot because the Jimmy song was terrible.
So, anyway, yeah, I mean,
and yes, get fucking him off. I'm so tired of fucking Jair Brown.
You know what? Like, I was hopeful after the Giants game that he had turned the corner, that we were going to see something and everything. And then I was just like, okay, bro. And look, I'm with you, Jason. I don't think so. It's weird for me because this is one of the reasons why I said I felt disheartened, because this is the first game where I felt like Saleh didn't have answers.
Yeah.
Like it didn't feel like hey, this is why we brought Robert Saleh back. Like Kyle specifically said with Sorensen that once what we planned wasn't working, he had no ability to adjust. That was one of the greatest things about Robert Saleh. His first tenure was his ability to make in-game adjustments. I didn't see it offensively, and this is the thing. So I'm with you. Defensively, I don't think we can. I know this might seem rough, but I don't think we can expect much better. I mean, I don't know. Renardo Green catch a pick. But, I mean, when you have one pick the whole season, do you really, you know what I'm saying?
Well, like I said, with this defense, I'm not expecting this defense to shut down anybody the way they're playing right now. I'm hoping for a few big plays by individual players. One of these, somebody makes a pick, somebody punches out a ball.
Huff makes a stack on third down.
Exactly. Something. That's all I'm asking for. Get a fumble, get a pick, put the offense in good scoring position, or stop them on a third down, or a fourth down somewhere, like inside the red zone to where we get the ball back. I'm not expecting, a shutdown performance. Give me good individual plays a few times during the game. That's all I'm asking for at this point.
And then special teams has been actually better since that Jags game. They've been top 5.
I can't. It's amazing how we started the year with special teams and where it is now.
Brian Robinson. Oh, we didn't answer that. I'll answer it real quick. But yeah, I'm with you, Jason. It's offensively. And that's ultimately, I know this seems crazy because we gave up 42 points defensively. So it might seem crazy to say I put this on the offense, but I put this all on the fucking offense. You can't fumble. If you're Jawan, you can't fumble there. If you're Kyle, why are you running around CMC wide against one of the fastest D lines in football?
We cannot have these slow starts that we've had in a few games and expect. We can't. Like we're doing nothing for a quarter and a half almost. Absolutely nothing.
I think Tim Ryan, the Niners color commentator, said it best. He talked about a 0 margin for error against this football team. And he said it was literally the first drive, might have been even the first play. It was just, he called it a catechism of errors.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we're a football team that has no margin for error. But, we always try to give you a kind of positive vibe going forward, reasons to have hope, all that. We're not paying the yams every week, bro.
Yeah. We're going to be favored in our next 4 games, most likely, minus. We'll hit the bye. I mean, maybe Brock's toe will actually heal. I hear there's some guy named Ricky Pearsall has not played in 6 weeks. He is still the third top number 3 receiver on this team. That is fucking bonkers.
That's not good.
That is terrible.
Not good.
He has not played in 6 weeks, and he is still number 3 for receiving yards on this team. That's
not good.
I forget who said that, and I was just like, holy shit, that is fucking insane.
That damn Jason, that gave me a headache, cuz. That literally gave me I have a headache now, bro.
Like I remember seeing that. I was watching, I was sitting on my chair this morning watching, having coffee, and I was like, wait a minute, that can't be right? Oh, fucking A, that's right. I was like, there's no way that shit's right.
6 weeks.
6 weeks.
I can't believe it's. If the man play, Ricky Pearsall is going to be a good player if he can stay on the field. Like this is crazy that he could be this good, and have only played maybe 14 games his whole NFL career.
Yeah. In
2 years.
Minus the gunshot thing, after he came back from that last year, he was fine.
Yeah, he was.
Just coming back. But I mean, then he had the setback in training camp. And everything else is just
hamstrings.
Yeah.
And the shoulder. And then which, you know what? Let's be real. You're fucking shot in you're shot in your chest and it comes out your shoulder. You're probably gonna have shoulder problems, Jason.
Yeah.
Ricky Pearsall is probably gonna have shoulder chest issues the rest of his life.
Tommy ain't lying. My fat ass might be able to go out there and run a fucking faster route than some of these guys are.
Well, I mean, we drafted a certain fucking receiver out of Arizona.
I don't think this. I think that's just a foregone conclusion that he is going to be cut. Sky Moore, he's come close a few times. Once he learned not to catch returns on the fucking 4-yard line.
God. I mean, so that's just kind of how I'm feeling. I'm okay. We're not gonna play the Yams. What we got Arizona, Panthers,
Browns, and then
no Titans.
Well, no, I can't think.
No. You're
I
right.
can't remember what it was.
No, you're right. It's not Titans. My bad. You're not. Titans are after the bye week. Yeah, it's Arizona.
We got
Um,
Cardinals, Panthers, Browns, Titans, Colts, Bears, Seahawks.
yeah. So you got 3 more weeks, and then the bye. Get through Arizona. Get through Arizona and the Panthers. You know, CMC seemed to call out the team.
He did. He called out the entire team.
Yeah, he called out the entire team, and I like that. And also, one take away from this, George Kittle is like so. It was a play where they challenged to say he didn't catch it, and they ruled that he did.
Yeah.
And I remember screaming. I was like, "Don't ever question the fucking GOAT." And there was a Niner fan that was like, "Bro, I love him, but he's not the GOAT, right?" And then that's when he made the touchdown the next play. And I looked at him and I said, "What were you saying about not being the GOAT?" Like, I was like, look, I was like, bro, we're losing this game. We're getting blown out. And George Kittle's acting like it's fucking the 4th quarter of the Super Bowl, you know, and everything like that. And that's
George Kittle, greatest tight end of all time.
it's just like, to me, and I said, look, bro, I said, because he's like, I think Brett Jones is better. I was like, look, when my co-host first brought it up, he said the first thing he said was the best tight end in Niners history. I said, look, Brett Jones called and he said his 3 rings say something different. You know, I remember the exact conversation we had, Jason, and that's exactly what I said. And I said, I was like, so I looked at him and I said, look, OG, you seem old enough that you remember the dynasty. You were raised by Bill, and this team is championship or bust. So I understand what you're saying. Like, to be a legend in this franchise, you need to have rings. I was like, I get it, but George Kittle is the GOAT, bro. I was like, because like every time I start to think that somebody else might be the heart and soul of this football team, number 85 steps up and proves me wrong. Just every single time he proves why. Like, obviously, Bill had Joe and Jerry and Ronnie and quite a few others that he drafted. But like he had
we'll
Joe.
Be here for an hour.
Yeah, he had Joe. George Seifer had Steve. Kyle has well, I'm saying Kyle has George as his standard, as his rock.
He's only used George as a receiver, which is the second best thing he's good at. What, maybe 30% of the time? The other 70, he's had to use him as a 6th offensive lineman.
Yeah, he's basically played our right tackle or left or second left tackle majority of his career.
Give him the same kind of catches and stuff like that, or attempts that say, what the fuck? Yeah. Some of those guys get. He's far. It's not even close.
The thing that I hate, and why somebody who just doesn't, like somebody who watches ESPN, somebody who looks at stats, somebody who, and all those things, but just doesn't watch the game and understand that football is a game of passion. I mean, that this man bangs his head against the wall before every game. You know what I'm saying? Just the things that like the wearing the fuck Dallas under his t-shirt to honor fucking Gary Play. He gets it. He's a Niner. You know what I'm saying? He's a Niner. Like, they just don't understand that, bruh. And it's the fact that he bruh. Anyway.
I think that's easily by far the best team in history in this organization, by far.
But 94? Yeah, bruh. Yeah, bruh. When you got Jerry John Taylor, I mean, look, I think individually you could pick individual positions that might, like, for example, CMC is probably clearly probably best running back in Niner history. Like if you had to start a running back for the Niners, it's probably going to be CMC.
I think I'm still going Roger. To be honest
You
with
think
you.
you're still going Roger?
I'm still
I want
going.
to go Roger. I want to go
I'm
like
still
I
going
said.
Roger.
I want to go high knees. I want to go Mr. Three Rings. I mean, look, bruh, I will go to my grave saying Roger Craig is a Hall of Famer. But okay, fine. I mean, 44. You're not going. Look, love bar none. But I'm going number the other 44. I'm going Tom Rathman. You know, shit. I might. You know what? I might even put Roger as fullback because people don't realize Roger started his career as a fullback.
That he did.
But you might pick individual. Like, I don't know if I'm going like. Look, if we can go to individual years, I'm picking Joe in '89. Like that was Joe Montana at his peak powers. You know, but I still might go overall. I still might go Stevie. But anyway, you could pick apart individual positions. But I'm sorry, when you line up Eric Davis and Deion Sanders as your two starting corners, like how did we even give up a single touchdown all year, bro? You had Deion as your and Eric Davis, who, you know, eventually the Hall of Fame will start running out of old timers to put in the Hall of Fame. You know, it'll be more all recent players. I could see a world where one day Eric Davis is a Hall of Famer, bro. I really do believe that. I could see a world where Eric Davis is a Hall of Famer. I think some people will question it. I think it won't be like it'll be a little bit like, damn, must have been a short year. But oh yeah, okay. All right, bro. Final thoughts?
I'm okay. I'm not willing to throw up the white flag or anything yet. I'd say just we'll see. We still have a chance.
Yeah.
One thing I think we still have a chance for everything. For everything is still in play. Yes, it's going to be a little bit harder, obviously, but everything is still in play.
Yeah. You're telling me that there's a chance.
Always a chance.
You're telling me there's a chance. All right, brother. We'll see you. I'll let you know. I'll be here. I'll be here Friday. Yeah. So I'll see you Friday.
Yep. 5 guys to love. One love chat.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Let me see comments over here. Head coach, I'm still taking Bill, bro. I'm still taking Bill. But coordinators, I don't know. I might take Mike Holmgren, bro, over Mike Shanahan. I might take Mike Holmgren over Mike Shanahan. I mean Holmgren's anyway. All right, y'all. Appreciate everybody tuning in this week. Look, I'm with Jason. It ain't over. It's getting a little rough. I think we lose this week. It might get a little tough. Like I said, my butthole might pucker a little bit. But overall, I still think we're fine, bro. And please remember, y'all, as we get out of here, San Francisco 49ers don't always lose a game. But when we do, still the best team in NFL